Hello everyone, it's SonicBlueSky, and this is a Wi-Fi battle with LOZ4L1F3 something. I assume his name stands for Legend of Zelda for Life, so yeah. I will have a link to his YouTube channel as an annotation throughout the video, and in the description box if you don't want annotations on. Anyway, we start out here. I have Floatzel come out, aptly named Itachi. He started out with Tyranitar, which is a good matchup against, as far as I'm concerned. But he switched out to Venusaur, and I probably should have anticipated that. But I didn't. Oh well. I do, however, switch out to Shaman. Now, it may seem cheap that I'm using a legendary, but Shaman in land form is not a really great legendary anyways. The only reason that it's banned at all is because of its signature move, Seed Flare, which is ridiculously powerful. So, that's it. Anyway, Venusaur is a grass poison type, so Zen Headbutt should work nicely, and it does, except for one tiny issue. Shaman does not have good physical attack. But I did get a free attack on that one, so I guess I can't complain. And that Sandstorm will last through the entire battle, unfortunately, so it will plague me for the entire fight. Now, that's kind of scary. Flying fire type like Charizard. I did anticipate a fire type, but I did not anticipate Charizard. So I did try to use Earth Power, but I didn't get the hit. So I do switch to Itachi, and Itachi takes a Flamethrower. Now, Itachi, or Floatzel, as you may know it, is more physically inclined, so it doesn't take Flamethrower nicely. Despite it being not very effective, it doesn't have great special defense. At least mine doesn't. Mine is very physically inclined. So I have moves like... I do have Surf on there just so I have a surfing Pokemon, but I also have moves like Waterfall on it, of course, because Waterfall is a great move for it. Now, Salamence. Dragon Flying type. Only weaknesses are Dragon and Ice. Also kind of scary. Salamence is almost identical stats to Charizard, so it's extremely fast. So obviously, I saved up for a Dragon type in this case, because they are always used, almost always used. So luckily, I have Star Fox! Yay, Glaceon! Star Fox, you may think that that was a great idea, but I'm going to reenact my reaction right after this. That was my reaction. He got a critical hit, unfortunately, and Glaceon did not like that very much. Glaceon was pretty much an empty slot at that point. Now, I threw Shaman out there. I know that's kind of putting me at a disadvantage, but I threw Shaman out there for one specific reason, and I wanted it to use Seed Flare. Seed Flare has a pretty high chance of lowering your opponent's special defense 2 stages, and luckily I got it. That is the only time I get lucky in this entire fight. Besides getting the hit with Focus Blast, but I'll get into that later. This is kind of a long fight, even with Verse Recorder and no lag time. Now, I throw out my shiny Raichu. I love my shiny Raichu. Took me forever to get. Thank you, Lugiox, if you're watching this. You are awesome. I don't know your actual YouTube name, but thank you. Now, unfortunately, he got the burn on me. Of course he got the burn. 10% chance of burning me, and he got it. So I can't use Volt Tackle. But I don't really need to. His special defense has been lowered twice. He takes normal damage from electric attacks because he is part flying. So, he takes Thunderbolt to the grave. To the grave! Raichu, the bringer of destruction. No. Raichu, my Raichu, despite it being shiny and awesome, is actually pretty bad. Not a great Raichu, and I don't have a better one. Now, he throws out a shiny Electivire. Now, this one, unlike my Raichu, is actually pretty damn good. It has every single elemental punch, I believe. I would assume it does. I would assume he taught it every single elemental punch. And on top of that, he taught it a cross-chop move, which isn't great because cross-chop is extremely powerful, and I believe it has, I'm thinking of Karate Chop, that has a really high critical attack hit ratio. Either way, Infernape is gone, and as you see, I named him Steve. Here lies Steve. You may not know him, but he's dead now. So, at this point, I just want to throw Shaman out there to get a possible Seed Flare, but I should have expected Electivire to be much faster. And it is. Electivire is faster. Unfortunately. Oh well. Now it is time for the ultimate battle of the shinies. Come forth, Raichu! It is time. Raichu Thunderbolt! Ah. And on top of that, he got a critical. Not fun. But on top of that, he got paralyzed, which is really good news for me, because now it's slower. Much slower. For those of you that don't know, paralyzed cuts a Pokemon's speed stat in half. So, with that, I throw out Itachi. Now, Floatzel is water, electric water, not good. But Electivire is more physically inclined, and Surf has a 95 base power, plus same type attack bonus. Basically, takes it out, no problem whatsoever. A shiny for a shiny, I think that's fair. Of course, he did take out Infernape and Shaman. Anyway, now I was expecting Venusaur. As weird as that sounds, even though it did have low attack, but he threw out a Blastoise. Blastoise is extremely defensive. So I was hoping to get a defense down with Crunch, but I didn't get it. And Hydro Cannon takes me out, despite it being not very effective. Hydro Cannon has the same base power as Hyper Beam, so extremely powerful. He does have to charge for a turn. So I send out my EV-trained Gardevoir, which is really powerful. Not much can stand up to this thing's special attack. It's kind of scary. Gardevoir, I think, is actually very underused, and it's a really good special attacker and a special defense wall. So, you know, it's pretty good. So, just to finish off this Blastoise, I use a Shadow Ball, and that's that. Now, Gardevoir would have swept through his team. Gardevoir can sweep through his team. It is that powerful. Now, Charizard is much faster than Gardevoir. I can guarantee that all the time. And he decides to use the fire equivalent of Hyper Beam, which is Blast Burn. Blast Burn hits me pretty good, but Gardevoir, like I said, has really high special defense. So it lived, luckily. Again, as you can see, Psychic hits really freaking hard. Psychic is devastating on this Gardevoir. Either way, I actually calculated this. With the Sandstorm up, I actually had enough health to take out 2 more of his Pokemon, which is kind of ironic. Now, Tyranitar is a dark rock type, so Focus Blast is 4 times effective against it, with a base power of 120. So that's 480 power. And it's almost dead. Come on. Yeah! Tyranitar says, no! And Tyranitar takes out Gardevoir. Really close battle, in my opinion. I don't know about you, but it was to me. I want to thank LOZ4L1F3 for a great battle. It was really fun. I also want to thank him for the Surfing Pikachu, which I love, and I'm using currently in my team. And that's that. And I want to thank all of you for watching. So thanks, guys. More videos coming up soon.